Yo dudes! Welcome to Vegan Lasagna, probably our favourite recipe in our most recent book, which was the best-selling cookbook in Ireland last year, so thank you. This is so tasty, well worth making, and even better than the original one. First step, meet the celeriac. So he's the bulbous root of celery. We're gonna use him as pasta sheets. So this is also gluten-free. I know this sounds crazy, but it's so worth trying. And if you didn't want to use celeriac, you can just use pasta sheets. So cut off the gnarly bits. Make sure to chop them not too thick, not too thin. We're chopping ours about 1/2 centimetre thick. So just place them flat on a tray and cover them in a little bit of salt and oil. While the celeriac's gonna bake, we're gonna roast our sweet potato also. Just chop it fine into bite-sized pieces, give it a good scrub, and bake it along. Both should take about 25 minutes, 180 degrees, until they're soft, gooey, and melt in your mouth. So I'm just gonna add a little pinch of salt, a little drizzle of oil. We'll mix them right the way through, and we're gonna bake them 180 for 25 minutes, exactly alongside the celeriac. Okay, celeriac and sweet potato are now in the oven. It's time to get our tomato sauce on. Okay, 2 tablespoons of oil into a nice family-sized pan. I have prepped 1 medium-sized onion. I've got 4 cloves of garlic, and I've got most of a red chili. I left the seeds in because I do like a bit of spice, but you know yourself, leave it out if you don't like it hot. I've just sliced them up nice and fine. So we're gonna cook this down for 4 minutes until the onions go a little bit translucent and the garlic starts to brown and golden. Okay, so they've been cooking down for about 4 minutes. There's lovely smells, the onion's starting to golden. I've got 200 grams of mushrooms. I've used chestnut juice, whatever kind of mushrooms you have. I've sliced them up nice and fine, in they go. And then 1 courgette chopped nice and finely, in it goes. And 1 bay leaf as well. Okay, we fried them for 5 minutes. Now time to add some wine. Don't worry, the alcohol will boil off. We have 100 ml of red wine. We're gonna add this in. The mushrooms are just gonna absorb it. It's just gonna add more richness and flavor. Next step, we've taken some sun-dried tomatoes. So these are not the ones in oil, these are the leathery ones that you'll find. They're very much like a dried fruit, like it really is. So we've taken 8 of them, we've chopped them up finely. We're gonna add these in. These are gonna really wonderful carries flavor and add a lot more meatiness to our tomato sauce. You need a sharp knife to chop them and just chop them nice and small. Another top tip, if you do not have a sharp knife, is to use a good scissors.
They're super tasty.
Boom. Okay, great. Okay, we got 2 tins of chopped tomatoes. Just regular tins of chopped tomatoes. And they go. I've got 100 grams or mils of tomato puree. Next, we've 1/2 teaspoon of salt. In that goes. We have a good pinch of black pepper, about 1/4 teaspoon if you're measuring. I'm gonna go just a good pinch. And then 1.5 tablespoons of sweetener of your choice. We've got maple syrup. It's just gonna take the edge off the acidity from the tomatoes. Take the edge off the tomatoes, yeah. I'm gonna put in just a handful of baby spinach. Just in at this stage, it goes well. Look at that for a beautiful, rich tomato sauce. Okay, our celeriac and sweet potato have been in the oven 25 minutes. Our sauce is reduced, and now we're gonna take them out. They smell fab. Oh, look at those. They are dreamy. So that's gonna be our pasta layer. And here's our sweet potato. So the sweet potato is gonna add starch and sweetness to our tomato sauce. Time to make our white sauce. We're making a cashew and basil white sauce. We have 200 grams of cashew nuts. I used roasted, you could use raw, whatever type you want. 200 grams. I have 100 ml of veg stock. In that goes. I have 50 grams of basil, just pluck it off the stalk.
Can I be really ignorant or do you want
No, pluck it off the stalk, yeah. Juice of 1 lime. I have 150 ml of olive oil. Try to use a neutral tasting olive oil, not too strong, because if it's too strong, it'll be a little bit sharp and it'll just dominate this sauce. So typically cheaper olive oils are more neutral tasting. Yeah. And premium ones can often be strong and distinctive flavors. Yeah. And last 2 ingredients, I have 1 teaspoon of salt. In it goes, and I have 1/4 teaspoon of black pepper. Here's our basil, in it goes. Beautiful. So that was 50 grams of fresh basil, all just plucked off the stalk. Okay, time to blend our cashew and basil white sauce. I'll take it from here.
So they're blended up until you get a really smooth, almost like it's beautiful, like real dripping, firm, very delicious. Oh, it's class. That's gorgeous. Rockin'. So that's our cashew cream cheese, if you will.
Delicious. That's gonna make up our bechamel. Okay, so you're gonna need a nice pan just to tray it up, any kind of lasagna type oven dish.
Okay, first step, on the base, take our cashew cheese. We're gonna put on about half. Next step, we're gonna take our roasted celeriac, and this is gonna function as our pasta. We're gonna spread this out evenly and be quite generous with it, just so there's a really good kind of covering.
Okay, so next up we're gonna layer up a layer of tomato sauce.
This is a really rich tomato sauce. Pretty magic. Okay, next step on top of our tomato sauce, we're gonna layer out some baby spinach, just a nice thin layer. This is gonna add contrast to color and bump up the nutritional profile. Next, roasted celeriac on top.
Celeric's very tasty. It's kind of starchy like a potato with really nice undertones.
And when it's roasted until it goes grizzly and crispy, it's magnificent. Last and final step, we're gonna take the remains of our basil cashew cream and smear it on the top. Okay, voila, she looks amazing. This started out as a crazy idea, and I was like, I'm gonna try a vegan lasagna with celeriac, and it actually tastes amazing.
It's so worth making.
After the first try, we were so impressed. I was like, this has to go in the book. Okay, in it goes. We're gonna bake it for about 20 minutes, 180 degrees.
The moment we have been waiting, the lasagna is ready.
So we baked it for 20 minutes, just until it starts to brown. Have a look at this now.
This is epic. Look at that.
Looks fab, smells amazing. There's good aroma, kind of basil, tomato. I'm starting to salivate seriously. Here we go.
Here we go, game on, dudes.
Looks fantastic. The smell is amazing. That tomato sauce has gone so rich and just
epic and delicious.
Oh my God, am I salivating. Like just an explosion of flavor. Like that basil cashew cream is epic. And the celeriac, baked celeriac, and a lovely bang of black pepper.
That's one of the best dishes we've done.
Yeah,
really ever. It's so good.
Super tasty.
The interesting thing about this dish was it started off as a crazy idea. Before we were writing our book, it started off as a crazy idea.
One of my crazy ideas.
One of his crazy ideas. And then he had a punt and I was like, this is actually amazing. I didn't think we could actually do a vegan lasagna. But this kind of, it's alternative, it's different, it's class, it's brilliant. Couldn't recommend it more.
Well worth trying. It will seem a bit crazy, but I couldn't recommend you trying it more. It's delicious,
epic,
fantastical, magnificent.
Anyway, enough adjectives. Thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Share it with anyone that you think would be interested in this. And, mwah, tally ho!